Hello friends, and thank you for joining me on another epic episode of Lexi's Budget Bunker Build. So today I plan to, the goal is to get another layer of bricks in. So we'll see how we go with that. So not going to muck around, going to rip straight into it. Guys, I just want a special shout out to Dale at Backyard Bunker Builder. Dale gave me a couple of tips on using the angle grinder with a cutting blade, and the one that's really made a difference is he said when you're cutting, you let gravity do the work. So rather than force the grinder through the material, you just let gravity. Just basically you sit it there and the gravity does the work and does the cutting. And honestly, the blades are lasting that much longer since he told me that, because I tended to push it through. I was muscling it through the thing, and of course it was going through a little bit quicker, but also going through the blades like nobody's business. And honestly, I'd say they're lasting 2 to 3 times longer now. So yep, shout out to you, mate. Thanks for that tip. That's one I use every time I pick up the angle grinder now. And anyway, onward. Okay, it's that time when I want to get the MIG welder back down into the hole, and honestly, it's the limits of my strength. Lowering it down's easy enough, but dragging it back out is pretty much at the limits of my strength. So I'm going to try and hook up the pulley system again. I've got some new rope. This is a solid core rope, so it shouldn't all go stretchy and bunch up like that other lot. That's the theory anyway. I'll get into this stuff. Alright, I got this tangled mess sorted out. So the break-in, this rope looks quite thin, but the working load, as it were, is 38 kg, and I don't think this is probably more about 30, 35 kg, and then the break-in, it's a bit dodgy. The break-in strain is 190 kg, so it's better in theory, but 190 kg on there. So we will see. I probably have to wear my gloves to pull on this rope because it's pretty thin. But with this, so one pulley will halve it, two pulleys will make it a quarter, so it should be equivalent to about 10 kg. Ah, yeah, easy. Easy. Sweet, let's suit up, as it were. Just remember, guys, I now will never open this hatch unless I've got this harness on. So it should never be a situation where I take a fall. Yeah, ready for business. I feel I'm quite flexible. A lot of condensation here. I mean, obviously there's a lot of water down there, but I might hook up, looking at that at some stage, I might hook up a little fan. I think that it's going all the time, maybe solar powered. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a particularly high power one, just something to keep the air circulating down there when I'm at work and not got the lid open, because it's not going to be very good for all the equipment and that if it's getting really humid down there. All right. Too easy, guys. Too easy. Well guys, I've got those bricks in, and the centres are filled with concrete. I'm not going to backfill them until that's set, so that I don't risk accidentally moving them. So that's pretty much all I can do in this area, because I don't, as I say, I don't want to risk disturbing any of that. So I've got a little bit of time left, so I'm going to start tidying up the bunker shaft a little bit. And I'm going to replace all these little bits of wood with planks. Okay, I'm going to have to cut these pipes back a bit, I think, so I can get to that last one, or at least cut that pipe. Cut that pipe back a bit. Oh, shit. I'll rescue you. Oh. That's got to be good for the lens. At least the camera's waterproof. Look at that, water's gone on the inside. That shouldn't have happened. So much for the lens cover. Well friends, I've run out of time, so that's it for another weekend. I'll just recap, get the camera off there, recap what I've done. So I've got another layer of bricks in, and the bricks themselves have got, so they've got concrete in the middle here on the back two sections, obviously not in the front, because that'll get filled up as I join this section of wall to the next section. That'll make sense when I do it. But anyway, another layer in, and just tidied up this little corner here. Got all those odd bits and pieces of wood out. So they weren't really needed anymore, because this steel beam is actually holding this end of the retaining wall in. But just wanted to, yeah, just strengthen it up a bit more. So I'll put this plank in here. It's got a lot of screws in there. Hold it all together. I've got some bolted it on there. I'll bring my spanner down next time and tighten these up a bit. And started to hang a few tools up there on the wall, so just to make it a bit tidier. Ran out of screws, but I'll probably hang my shovel up and a few other bits and pieces. And it's just good to have them hanging out of the way, and but have them down here so that, yeah, they're ready to be used. So yeah, so that's it for this weekend. So as always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate everybody that tunes in and watches my tripe. And yeah, so shout out to anybody that's subscribed. So for subscribers now, we've got a community facility. So basically it's like a little chat room that you guys can post things in. And you have to be, unfortunately, you do have to be a subscriber, and also unfortunately at this stage it only works on the YouTube app, and that app is only available, or at least the community side of it is only available on Android devices, and not the ones that fold. So those really fancy phones that fold out into like a big screen, doesn't work on those apparently. So but at this stage, so I'm hoping that YouTube will expand that service to cover Apple phones and the fold out Androids, hopefully. But anyway, feel free to jump on there, guys, if you can see it, and ask any questions or make any comments or chat amongst yourselves. It's all good. Just keep it friendly and light-hearted. I don't want any dramas. Yeah, try and keep away from those topics that are going to wind each other up, like politics and religion. Let's just keep talking about bunkers. And but I mean, if I start to get, if I notice there's people getting on there getting antsy, I'll just remove it. Because I don't want that for the channel. I just want to keep this a friendly place where everybody can pop their opinions in there without any judgments or anything. But as I say, on the topic really of bunkers and DIY projects or anything like that, that's all cool. Pretty much anything that's not going to cause World War III, because there's enough trouble going on around the world without having a little bit of it in my channel. So anyway, feel free to jump onto that, and just like to thank my Patreons once again. Thank you so much for your continued support. I really, really do appreciate it. And also the YouTube members and those that give me the super thanks. They're super appreciated as well, guys. So I really do appreciate that. And so that's it for me. So until next week, guys, look after yourselves out there. Just live your best lives, because where the world's going, honestly. Look after yourselves, and see you next weekend. And this is Lex out.